How you do anything is how you do everything. And if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, then you know that I have started these accountability meetings with one of my friends every month. We literally get on Google Meet and talk about our goals, our wins, lessons that we've learned. We talk about how we can support each other, use each other as like a sounding board and stuff like that. And I treat it how I treat work. Let me show y'all the documentation in which I came up with. First things first, let's start with the calendar invite, okay? Tells you the purpose and it has like a quick little agenda. Doesn't mean we're gonna follow it to the T, but it just lets you know what to expect. Then we have this link here that is a spreadsheet because I only know how to do the most. So this is a spreadsheet of us tracking the actual goals and stuff. So this is what it looks like, okay? In this column, you have the people, us, right? So that's a drop down. Next is the date, right? And so this is the date in which we put it in the spreadsheet, not the date in which it was completed. And then here I blocked out all of his stuff because there's no reason for you to see that, but I shared two of mine because I want to share something that we added in this meeting, which is like a percentage, right? To kind of track, you know, the goal and then what we actually did. So here you see that one of my goals is to eventually get to a place where I can monetize YouTube. And I know that I need 3,000 watch time hours. And this is where I was on the day that we did this. And then this is the percent. So this is the deviation or the whatever. This is a division formula, by the way. We're just dividing these two. Okay, to get that. So just a way to track. And then here I want to read 2 books in the month of February. And so my target is 2, and that's why the percentage is 0 right now. So then when I read 1, I can put 1 here and it's going to say 50%. And then when I put 2, it's going to hit 100%, right? Now, these 2 categories is what I like the most. So this specific G column says category because it has these different options in where that goal falls, right? And so you have all these different categories in which you can click, but you can only click one, right? And then next to it is the status. So like, is this something that you started already? Is this something that is in progress, completed, canceled, meaning, you know what, I decided I'm actually not doing that anymore? Or is it postponed, right? Like, I'm going to put a halt on this. Now, what I do want to do is kind of add some type of formatting to where the entire row turns red if you canceled it and the entire row turns yellow if you postponed it. So I'm going to come back and try to do that. Now down here, you see this other tab that says goal categories, right? And so this is like a full breakdown of every category and the things that would fall under it, just to give you an idea of like the goals. You know, you may just be thinking very small, and I need you to think big, okay? So that's why this is broken down like this. I know my brain does the most and I cannot help it. And the last thing I want to show is that in the actual meeting, I take notes. And like I said, how I do anything is how I do everything. I take notes that kind of talks about each person's wins and their goals, right? It includes a section for you to put like notes or support needed. So what does this look like? Let's say, you know, you want to start editing videos, right? But that's not your strong suit. That's the other person's strong suit. You can add that here. Like, oh, maybe have like a working session where y'all can work on editing videos together. So we have that. And then all the way at the bottom, we have, you know, miscellaneous notes. So like, maybe, because this is my friend, so we have like actual updates and stuff like that. So example, in our January meeting, they let me know that they were having a party. And so I put it here, right? And then, of course, I put the details for the next meeting down here. And then, of course, at the top, it just has our name and it has the date that we're actually meeting. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Lola, why are you like this? I can't help it. I really can't help it. And I'm about to add some more to this. So you're probably like, okay, where are you getting all these different goals, right? And so every year I create a digital vision board, okay? It's a whole process for me. Follow me. Understand everybody works differently, but if there's one thing I'm going to do what I put my mind to. What I said I was going to do, I'm going to do, okay? So I create a digital vision board, and it's a process to create the digital vision board. So I have these different categories, right, that I have. And then I create like a board for that category. Then I create the ultimate board, which is a mix of all the things from the category. So I create it, and then I have a desktop wallpaper and I have a wallpaper for my actual phone. So I make two versions of the same board. Look at it. These are the categories, right? And here are the different boards that I create based on each board is a different category. I just make it because I just like those type of visuals. And this last one is the ultimate board, which is a mixture of it all. Now, I just needed to kind of see that, but I have to put pen to paper, okay? And so one of the things that I know you guys have seen a lot of people talk about on here is they talk about the bingo cards, right? They put their vision board as a bingo card and they try to get bingo or whatever. So I created a bingo card for the year, but then I also created bingo cards per quarter. Okay, follow me. I know. It sounds insane. Pero y'all should expect that from me. Walk, let's see. Here's the bingo card. Very basic. I think I took this from Canva and I just added my own. And so I have my 2025 and then I copy it and make one that says Q1, right? And then I do that. Now I am extremely intrinsically motivated. What that means is I do shit just to do it. Like I find satisfaction in accomplishing it, right? And period, which is something I probably need to sit in a little more because sometimes I'm like, okay, what's the next thing? When it's like, hey, relax. You just like conquered the world, baby girl. Like take a nap, okay? Now, this is something that I'm doing different this year. So in my phone, in my notes, okay? I know my notes hate to see me coming. In my notes, I have a whole bunch of things that I want to get. Like, I'll just make a note of like, ooh, I want to get this. I want to get this, right? So I was like, you know what? Since we're playing bingo, and in the real bingo, they be getting some money on us. They get money when they hit bingo. So for me, I was like, let me take all the stuff that I said that I was going to get anyways, like all the things in my phone that I planned on getting. Example, how I want a drone, or I want a new phone, or I want, these shoes, this bag, this whatever it is that I want to go on this trip. So I took all of those things and I made a rewards list, right? And not only is it a rewards list, it's also like a gift list. So I'm one of those people that like, don't ask me what I want because I don't be wanting to say what I want or whatever. And I'll work on that. Anywho, so, but like one of my friends, I remember last year for my birthday, she was like, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, I don't really know. And then she's like, girl, send me a screenshot of your Amazon cart. Right? And lo and behold, I had like 10 things in my Amazon cart. She bought like half of them. And so I was like, you know what? It's not stuff that I don't want. It's because I'm just used to getting stuff myself. So when someone asks me something, I'm like, what do you want me to ask you? Like $500 to go get like some type of new technology? I don't do that. So I made this list. And so the rewards list is also like a gift list. So if anybody ever asks me, is there anything I want? Then here, look, I got a list. Okay. Cause there's always something that I want because I'm always tracking something. And so anywho, I shared that to say, I ended up making the list. And here is the list, right? So I put all the stuff in there. And to make it even better, like if you want to do like tiers, because I had put it into like AI to find out like, hey, can I create like 3 tiers with different prices so I can pull from there? But you have this. And now we get back to the main accountability session. So everything is all linked to each other. So all those things that I wanted in 2025, I want in Q1, all of that is like the task to get there is what I'm doing in those accountability sessions to reach the ultimate goal of getting everything on my bingo card, knocking out my vision board. So everything is attached to each other and it looks like there's just a whole bunch of things to track. I know, but that's just the way my brain functions and I like it. So what y'all think?